the G League at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. 15-minute first half, 17-minute second half. It's the Hustle and the Squadron. Head coach Charles Roth's Hustle team with McComb, Barrows, Williams, Cook, Benz, Padilla, and Diaz. Their first offensive possession leads to a missed opportunity, while the Squadron, head coached by Eduardo Morales, they took a loss earlier today. Taylor, Jones, Spear, Gwynn, Ellis, Hackett, Hadlin, and Lewis makes up his Squadron team. 2 possessions so far, no score, 0-0 in our G League game just a moment ago between the Mad Ants and the Crews. There was no score for the opening 2.5 minutes, and then the Crews went on a 7-0 run. Basketball, the game of runs. Always have to keep looking forward. Use your defense, use your offense. You need both to win. Hadlin, left side wing, guarded by Bentz. Hackett sets the screen. Has Taylor driving baseline against Williams. Bentz tips it to the outside. He'll lead the charge for Hustle. Hustle gets denied by Taylor. He'll take it down with speed. Coming across is Marco Diaz to stop the fast break attempt. Hadlin. Now Lewis. Hackett wide open for 3. Cashes in, the Squadron, the first on the board, 3-0. Cook sees the score and answers right back. Uses the paint to his advantage. Spear back to Hackett. Just hit the 3 a moment ago. Hadlin all the way up and through with a scoop of all 31 flavors. Cook out to Bentz, setting the screen and dribbling down through. Bentz not going to go. Cook still fighting for it. 1-on-2. 15-footer. Not there. That was Barrows. Great addition to this team made by Coach Roth. Cook gets the steal in transition. Barrows the first up court. Hadlin able to put enough pressure to force Cook to continue to take it himself. Cook be at the free throw line shooting 2. Cook able to get the first. Cook goes 1 of 2, splits the free throws. It's Squadron 5, Hustle 3. Hadlin working on Bentz. The drive inside, up and good for Hadlin. The Squadron currently stunning the top team in the G League. Hustle up by 4, closing in on our first timeout break. Cook, he gets denied but fouled. He'll be back at the free throw line. Cook back-to-back times at the free throw line. He's now 2 for 3. Three of the team's 5 points coming from the free throw line for Team Hustle. Taylor goes up from 15.
Timeout!
Barrows all the way in with the right hand. He'll get it to score, and a timeout will be called. We're tied at 7 after that last bucket from Hustle. We'll be back with more of the G League after this message from Straight Sports. Straight Sports custom uniforms. Go to straightsports.com for more. That's STR8sports.com. Taylor goes underneath. He gets denied by Bence. And the tie game of 7-7. Hustle fell behind early. Half of their points coming from the free throw line. Meanwhile, Squadron continuing to do their work, find their open shots. Bence still quiet early on in the first half. Good ball movement. Finds Jones from 10. Jones now on defense. Forces a pass. Taylor trying to cut off the baseline. Hadeland protecting the rim. Cook can't do it over the top of Hackett. Taylor gives it out to Spear. Two white jerseys come across. Hackett, right hand, it's good. 4-point lead for Squadron. Currently stunning Hustle, the top team in the G League based on point differential, to the lowest team in the league based on point differential. Bence and Cook remain on the court together. Bence driving down, taking a lot of contact. Going to call the foul on the ground, so Bence's shot won't count. Into Cook with ease. Hadeland looking backdoor. That's a high IQ play from Hadeland, trying to lead his teammate Spear towards the hoop. But Spear just led a little too much, and Hadeland didn't put it right in position. Cook goes to the block, left-hand floater. Padilla off the line he needed. 7 minutes to go in the first. It's 9-11. Here's Hadeland again. Hackett against Padilla. Spear had Cook on his hip, didn't attack right, but then had a little step in over the top of Cook. Squadron still in the lead. Now it's 4. Bence still remains quiet for Hustle. Cook sets the screen on the pick and roll. 2 orange jerseys collapse on him. Will lead to another foul in which Cook has already been to the free throw line twice. This will be his 3rd. Cook puts Hustle into the double-digit territory, 13-10. Cook gets both. He's 5 of 6 on the day from the free throw line. Has half the team's points from the charity stripe. From the corner is Jones. 15-11 Squadron. Closing in on our second timeout break, 40 seconds until then. Bence looking for his first made basket. Toilet bowl roll and got plunged out in the end. Bence just off the mark. Spear up and down, stolen by Bence. He affects the games in other ways, not just scoring. Although from the looks of it, Hustle being down by 4 in the first half, going to need him to score at some point, so hopefully he can get hot in the second half. Cook with the steal. Up court to McComb, who's freshly entered. Hadlin, his three. Comes down to McComb. McComb. Cook got it up and good. 15-13 is the score as we reach our next timeout break. It's the G League at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. .39 to go in the first half. The Squadron still continue to lead, but the Hustle have the gap closing. It's a 2-point game, one possession. Here a chance to tie or take the lead. McComb was freshly entered in that last set. Got a couple of touches. Yet to see him score and yet to see Ben score, who's taking a break in this last 5 minutes. Cook sets it up from 6 feet out. Ties the game at 15. One of the hardest shots, no use of the backboard, 8 feet out with defense trying to get in your way. Squadron, head coached by Eduardo Morales, has done a great job of coaching this team today. The worst point differential out of all the G League teams. Right now they're just fighting for seeding in the playoffs, which start tomorrow night after our dinner break. We'll continue through Friday morning where we will crown a G League champion, D League, NBA, WNBA. Have one of our other G League head coaches, Sam Garski, sitting next to me, showed up to camp with 3 medals around his chest from the prior year, and he looks to add 2 more. Hadlin off on the first. Hadlin does get one. 16-15 Squadron. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Here's McComb. Gets Spear off his feet. Keeps the pivot foot. Cook keeps it alive for Hustle. Turnover. Leads to Hadlin on the fast break. Lost it too early. Hadlin slow to get back. Padilla gets a man off his feet. Blocked from behind by Jones. Cook from 15 out. Guarded by Spear. Going head to head. There's Barrows to knock down the three. from the corner. Taylor has an answer. Cook tries to be the powerhouse. He gets denied. Too much pressure added from Hadlin. Hadlin, the spin inside, throws it out of bounds. Jones gets the inbound. Spear steps back into a high arcing three. Comes down to an open Barros with 1 minute remaining in the half. Barros nowhere to go as Hadlin stands tall. Padilla to McComb, the three-point shooter. Ball still loose. Barros gets his hands on it. Spear loses the handle, traveling down the lane. 30 seconds to go in the half. McComb gives it back down to Cook. Mismatch against Taylor. Shot won't go. Barros, rebound, put back. No. Cook, third time's the charm. 15 seconds left.
10 seconds.
Hadlin on the drive. Left hand, count the basket, and one. And that'll take us to halftime. Squadron hustle in the G League, second half next. Second half underway at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. 17 minutes until the close. 22-21. The Squadron shocking the hustle currently. Squadron has the worst point differential out of all the G League teams. Hustle has the best and the best record. Jones tries to float one up from 10 and frustrated with his miss. Unable to make any contact. Hackett. Jones on the baseline. Good movement by the Squadron. Taylor will put one up from 12. Rebound deep to Marco Diaz. He'll attempt the fast break as he's swallowed up in between two orange jerseys. The backboard denies him. Spear off the block. Top of the arc three. Gets the bounce down to Bence. Williams gets the steal at the midway point. Bence on the spin. Oh my. Dalton Bence. Spear, Taylor, Jones. Here's Taylor's three. McComb, Bence, Williams, Diaz, and Barrows. That's the 5 for Coach Roth. Bence looks at three. Spear receives it on the wing. Hackett underneath, guarded by Barrows. The key is all swallowed up. Nothing available inside the blue paint. Taylor, Hackett, sidestep three, looks good, no. Comes up short. The power is struggling. Barrows blows by Lewis. Bence throws down the arm, trying to block Taylor. 2 more points for Squadron. Could have been a 3-point play. Bence, double teamed. Backdoor, Barrows hangs on the rim, comes back down, but the second chance never fails. Hackett off balance, but still able to go.
Timeout.
Hustle with a small lead. Squadron falling behind with 12 to go. You're watching the G League at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. 12 more minutes to go. Hustle score right out of the break. Taylor, Jones, Hackett, Hadelin, and Lewis. That's the 5 for the Squadron. Cook returns to the court for Coach Roth alongside Bence, Williams, Padilla, and Diaz. 3-ball is good. Hustle, or rather Squadron, not stopping as it's Jones hitting from deep. Looking for an answer, not going to get it. Only one there is Taylor to snag the board. Bence takes it away from Taylor. He looks at his options. Underhand flick, finding Cook, but it's denied out of the hands of Jones. Here is the pass attempt from Dalton Bence, trying to get it through everything. Just got denied by Jones. Here's Bence again, looking for the inbound. He does get it to Diaz. Diaz tried to fake the pass and go behind his back. The Squadron able to sniff it out like a dog. Hadelin to the corner. Hackett for 3. Hadelin keeps it alive for Squadron. He goes on the 12-footer. Cook nearly falling down, able to turn his body into a shot. Hadelin gets blocked by Diaz. Tries to go up and over. Hackett deflects. Here comes the pressure. Hackett stops, spins, turns. Less than 9 minutes. Hadelin. Taylor. His 3. Goes up and down to Cook. Diaz misses his opportunity. Hackett snags another board. Jones heavily defended by Cook. No work to be done. Forced to give it back out. Hadelin thought about it. Gets Bence on the shuffle. And then Hadelin will be fouled down through. Hadelin will earn 2 from the free throw line as we're a minute away from our next break. Hits the first of 2, and the Squadron back in the lead. Hadelin gets them both. Bence still struggling offensively. Nearly trips up, gets rid of it, and he's fouled. He'll get 2. Timeout. 7 minutes to go, 31-29. Squadron still in the lead. Ben's at the free throw line after our 7-minute break. Timeout every 5 minutes. The next one will be at the 2-minute mark, where the game will most likely be decided. Bence. He struggled. Trying to put a stop to that. Got it up and in. Tied at 31. No full court press. Barrows trying to add some extra pressure to take it away. Be another 5 minutes until he could do that. Spear. Up and down. Barrows gets the steal anyway. It's up to McComb. Cook was the first one up there. Bence, top of the arc. Got it to go. That's 5 straight from Bence. Haitlin all the way in. 34-33 Hustle. Just ahead by 1. 5 minutes to go. That 2-minute mark is going to be the game decider. A real game scenario. Who has the stamina to keep it going? Bence went 5 straight for Hustle. Now misses another 3. A chance to take the lead. Up and down to Jones. Over McComb. Yes! Jones retakes the lead for Squadron. One of the lower scoring G League matchups we had. We had our lowest scoring one just before this here on Court 1. Now Hustle and Squadron almost reenacting it. Cook puts in the first to tie it back up at 35. Cook goes 1 for 2. 35-35. Spear, the screen from Taylor. Looks for the pick and roll. Barrows able to keep cover. Hackett tried to push it inside. He forced it. It's stolen. Barrows scoops it up and in. Quick pass from Benz to Barrows. Benz back in the corner. Not enough pressure. He's got it. Down the bottom of the net. Hustle at 40. It's a 5-point lead, the largest the Hustle have had all day. Taylor, 3, an answer. No. Hadelin keeps it alive. Hackett. Hands off. Hadelin, his 3. Looks good. Short. Had the right line. The power meter was way off. Taylor, 10-footer. Up and over.
Timeout.
It'll be Hustle ball when we return. They lead by 5. It's the final 2 minutes in the G League matchup. Hustle, Squadron, next. Final 2 minutes of play. Hustle, Squadron. Squadron have led for most of the time. The time of possession is in favor of them. Hustle have made the comeback. They now lead as we enter the final minute, or 2 minutes rather. Stopped clock whenever necessary. Full court press is allowed. 1-1 on all fouls that aren't shooting. Toes across the line. It'll count for 2 if it goes. Can't quite hit it. And then Hadelin steps out of bounds as he went for the save. 30 seconds off the 2-minute timer. Still no score, 40-35. Bentz, Cook, Padilla, McComb, and Barrows. That's the 5 for Coach Roth. Bentz gets the help screen from Cook. Left hand gets it to roll. The Hustle in the lead with just a minute left. The Squadron, we'll see what they can do offensively. Padilla gets the steal, goes left side, stops on the block, tries to hand it over to Cook. Time continues to tick, so the bucket here not going to be the worst if you miss it, as long as that time continues to go off. Cook misses his. Barrows also misses. 40 seconds. Inbound goes to Bentz. Cook sets the screen, but it's an offensive foul. No, it'll be a push. They do call it an offensive foul. The official just didn't give the right signal. Quick inbound, quick turnover. Inbound goes to Barros. They're up by 7. Now make that 9. Going with speed, the Squadron. They need 9 in the matter of seconds. Ball tipped out of bounds at the 14-second mark. Hackett, quick release.
10, 9,
Rebound McComb.
7.
Trying to foul him. It'll be a 1-and-1 as it's a non-shooting foul inside 2 minutes. McComb on the 1-and-1. Makes it a 10-point game. Now out of reach, the Squadron put up a good fight against Coach Roth and Hustle. There's a reason why they've been the number 1 team through 2 days. There's a reason why that will continue. Final 7 seconds. Hustle up by 11.
4, 3,
Pass taken by Cook, and that'll do it as the Hustle remain undefeated in the G League. The Squadron take another loss, 46-35 final score. One more game before our dinner break right after this.